Mmm. What's up, all my people? What's up, all my subscribers? It's your guy, Mr. I7X Inc., and we are back with gameplay for the much anticipated NBA 2K24 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, how come I ain't finished the playoffs? Well, it was getting old and I had to do what I had to do. So, as you can see, I got my build here. It is shades of Johnson, Ja Morant, and Damian Lillard. Yo, the league that messed up putting Damian Lillard on the same team as the Greek Freak. Can you say championship? So, let me just unmute this music and we unmute the gameplay and we can get into the gameplay. Now, if you want to see how I did my build, I will show you guys what I did in a separate episode, in a separate video, but let's get down to the get down. When we come back, we gonna do this. Now, what team should I go to? I'm gonna actually ask you guys what you think I should do here. The Phoenix Suns, Brooklyn. So I'm not sure. Should I go to my hometown of DC and play with them? Should I go to Philly? You guys saw the Philly series. Should I go team up with Ja Morant in Memphis? Should I go to Chicago or Miami? Or should I go with Damian Lillard and the Greek Freak with Milwaukee and go to the Bucks? Or should I stay true and rep that green and blue? Should I do that? When we come back, you'll know exactly where I landed. So I'm just waiting for it to load, people. I made my choice. Oh, let me mute that music. That's right, I went with the Knicks. From Knicks management. Let's see what they gonna say. Welcome to the New York Knicks. We've heard the entire calling. We've heard the critics calling you a reach, but we are confident in your potential. Forget all the other names in the draft. You're on this team because we want you to prove that we have teamed with Royal Court's traveling facility for your my court. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Prove them wrong. So no big cutscene. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen. Continue. Welcome to my court. Take on rivals. Ultimate ball is paradise. Dismiss. So my first game is against the Bucks. Oh my God. No, it's against Boston, the team that beat me in the last one. Okay, so when we come back, I'm going to get into that game. And we're back, people.
At center, Robert Williams.
So our first game is against the team that eliminated me
at point guard,
2K23.
Malcolm Brogdon.
2K23. The Boston Celtics.
At power forward, Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis. Wow. Porzingis plays for Boston now.
At guard, Jaylen Brown. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At guard, at 6'4", number 6. Brown.
Okay, we're going to switch this up.
At forward, at 6'6", number 9.
Dog. They didn't do this in the last 2K.
At center, at 6'11", number 23.
Robinson. He was on it.
At forward, at 6'9", number 1.
Bad boy Julius Randle.
At guard, at 5'11".
Oh wow, I'm starting.
Number 87.
Holy shit. They started me. Wow.
The head coach of the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau. One more time. Let's hear it for your New York Knicks.
And they switched up to the starting line.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics
they
starting
brought
lineup.
this feature
The
back.
point and off guard.
Gallagher,
Brogdon and Brown.
Randall, and Robinson.
The forwards for him,
They're facing
Tatum and
Brown,
Porzingis.
Porzingis,
And it's Williams at the 5.
and
Roman
Broda.
And for the Knicks, Randall will step in at the 4 with
Porzingis.
Robinson as the
Oh,
center.
wow.
Then it's R.J. Barrett.
Josh May.
Then it's MP.
let's
And it's
do
Grimes in at the
So hit
shooting
that
guard.
like button, hit the
And
subscribe
Greg,
button.
when we
and
tip
let's
off a
get
new
this
season,
on
it's
forward.
not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season.
Give me
Sometimes
my
emotions
shit.
can get the best of you, and it can take a long time to settle into it.
0.
Good left side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a
Let's see what you
passer
do,
is
Brian.
evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Randall finds MP. Here's Grimes. The pass to Randall. Three-pointer. And Boston with the
Hold on,
rebound.
people. Hold on. I just realized something. Hold on a second. I didn't. Okay, people. And we're back.
And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
And Porzingis had a lot of suitors, GA, over the
Give me
summer.
my first
Eventually,
2 points of the game.
Porzingis, he had this game in value in D.C. With the Wizards rebuilding, he was a prime trade target. Boston went for him early, and he could be a difference maker for the Celtics.
Back to Brogdon. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
Brogdon very capable in catch-and-shoot situations. This guy's so efficient.
To the middle. And the shot by Robinson.
Hand slam just the Celtics ready when it's in his hands, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here's Brown outside. Robinson pulls it in.
And really, despite that miss, they got a solid start offensively.
By Grimes. No good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tatum shot is off.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
Got it back.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Pass to MP. Here's Grimes.
Hit that.
From past the arc. Not
Spicy meatball! So we take the lead.
First quarter still not
9
to leave open.
Inside. Here's Brogdon. Power down after the assist. Let him in.
Right back up.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
You spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range
Oh, my
jumper.
God.
The high-value three-point opportunity for Jaylen Brown. This guy's a threat from anywhere.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
He's a high percentage shooter. Doesn't
They
go
put me on the bench for the right away. Okay, so I'm back in. Ooh.
The Knicks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. MP is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5. They're the group. New York will start the second. Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
We've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Poke loose.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Fast break now for the Knicks. Celtics trail by 4. Brown inside. Brunson covering. Brunson with some nice D. And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Back to Barrett. Pass to MP. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, Randall. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. That's a 2 from Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound.
Oh.
The Knicks with the lead.
But he missed. Nice break.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Count
Give me
that bucket. MP's got his second bucket tonight.
As always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Barrett against Tatum. Brown outside. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Here's Brunson. Two
And you
free
had
throws coming
to
up, and
foul.
they call the shooting foul.
Jaylen Brown. First
We know they
personal
like having
foul.
Brunson out there,
First
Greg,
team
a
foul.
player they can run the entire offense
Jalen
through.
Brunson.
Just sitting on the bench again, people.
First game
on
so
the court.
far through the first 2 quarters has
The end of the
3
first
reach
half.
out.
two.
Score.
Knicks lead
The
by
Knicks.
2. And we'll be
37.
back for the second
The
half
Celtics.
following the break. Keep it right here
35.
on 2K Sports.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks sitting here.
39 to 37. My career stat. 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. And I'm 67% from the field. That's not bad. Let me see if I can get some more points.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Malcolm Brogdon has been exceptional here tonight.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shots to us, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The challenge here of Brown and Tatum. Kristaps Porzingis is out there at Williams, and it's Brogdon in at the 1.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Outside Tatum for the lead. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2. No doubt, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Brown. They get it back. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
On pitch to Brogdon. About 1 minute play here in the second half.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Brown. No good with the lane.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Scooped up. Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and he'll shoot 2. It's on Malcolm Brogdon. The Knicks have made 3 free throws so far.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Derek White's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Why did they trade?
Thanks very much, everybody. Quentin Grimes is not just a 3-and-D guy. He's one of the best in the league at attacking the closeout. He says they know about my shooting, so that opens up my drive game. If I'm closing out hard, I can see if they're coming to the right side or the left side. It's read and react. Quick decisions. Kevin, my decision is to send it back to you.
All right, D.A., that's why you're in the Hall of Fame. Thank you so much.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital. Setting that standard for others.
Well, the rise and fire in the in-between game. Kristaps Porzingis, very solid.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
We know you want one goal.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Williams.
Put in hard.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Trailing by 4. Randall will step in at the 4. Robinson is the center. Then it's MP. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And that one's good, Brogdon. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Malcolm Brogdon understands how to score in the NBA, and right now he's cooking, folks.
Back to Randall. It's MP, top of the key. Rejected by Brogdon.
Oh my God! Another block.
And it's Grimes with the rebound. The Knicks shooting in this game 45%. And that's a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul.
First personal foul.
Well, also
First team
Grimes. First chance I get, you on the bench, my man.
Randall against Porzingis. Over to the left wing. Here's Gallagher. Lee Bennis was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Barrett against Brown.
Get that out of there!
Wingspan, athleticism.
The supreme rim protection. I just screwed up.
Sends it back.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of
Give me my assist.
The Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Barrett.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. So it's the Celtics now. They've led by as much as 10. The Celtics working the ball around now. And that one's good, Brogdon.
From Kristaps Porzingis.
I tried to stop.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Do I get my stats up?
To the paint, here's Gallagher. What? The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That'll be his 3rd foul so
Personal
far.
foul. First team foul.
Here's Brogdon.
Get that out of there!
White against Randall. It's Brown on the wing. And again, Boston with the
This shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Barrett. Rebound, Boston. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's White. It's rebounded by Barrett. Knicks trail by 9. MP passes to Rouse.
In there, give me my assist!
A level of toughness on display for Mitchell Robinson. Send a message, young sir.
Time call here on the Celtics to decide to talk it over.
Give me my assist!
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Malcolm Brogdon.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road moments, a moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David O. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listening in with Joe Mazzulla and his team, he demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? We've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thanks, David. Over in the corner, Randall. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter. Gallagher.
Well, you gotta have anticipation.
Impossible to stop the quarterback when he's got that kind of position.
A great ring. Let him get his hands on the inside. He finishes it.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
There's Porzingis. Robinson pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
Give me that!
He stays connected. Timing.
69.
Run it down by 3! You can still
Imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
A 3 from Tatum. There's Tatum's range on this play.
Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Here's Brown. Brings it up and in on the nice reverse. And it's an 8-point Boston lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
R.J. Barrett.
This was a
First
good one.
personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for this other.
What's your
They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right
Personal
there.
foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game.
give me my
Whatever you
assist.
do, you're still coming away with the L. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And here's Boston. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball.
Mitchell
And they go
Robinson.
to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal
No
foul.
choice but to
Fourth
foul
team
there,
foul.
but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
I'm sitting on the bench for the rest of the game. Yeah, we lost this one, people.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
It's never a nice feeling losing your first game. I did my best. I did what I
have to
could.
feel good about it. Really an outstanding
8 points,
effort
1
all the way
rebound,
around.
6 assists,
And that'll do it for
and
the
a
first
steal.
game of the NBA
Not a
season.
bad.
For
Not a
Greg
bad
Anthony,
haul.
Doris Burke,
Let's
and
see
David
what-
Owen. This is Kevin Harlan.
Let's get
Thanks
a
for tuning.
See if we get a cutscene, people. If not, you know what time it is. No, we did not get a cutscene. I'm surprised at that. But okay, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Deuces.